All right, so today we're diving into some serious strategic thinking.
We are.
We're talking about facing a stronger enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people can relate to that in one way or another.
Oh, absolutely.
And we are going to be looking at The Art of War by Master Taigong.
That's right.
So this is like Sun Tzu, but even older.
Yeah, even older.
This is like old school wisdom.
Yeah, if you can imagine like a dialogue between a king and his top advisor.
I like it.
And they're about to face some pretty challenging military situations.
Yeah, and you're really getting into the nitty gritty of like how to approach these problems.
That's the thought process.
Yeah. So the first problem is the king is really worried about being outnumbered.
Yeah.
And outpowered.
Classic problem.
Yeah, and he's worried about surprise attacks at night.
Right.
Which, I mean...
It makes sense.
Total chaos, right?
Absolutely.
So you would think like hunkering down and playing defense
would
be the move.
You would think so.
But Taigong says no.
He says actually the best defense is a really swift and aggressive offense.
Wow. So he's like taking charge right out of the gate.
Absolutely.
He's not messing around.
Don't let the enemy dictate the terms of the battle.
So what does that look like on the battlefield?
So he advocates for what he calls a shock raid.
Okay.
Think of it like this.
Right.
Your strongest soldiers.
Okay.
Your absolute best crossbowmen.
Okay.
Backed up by chariots. And cavalry.
Okay.
Hitting the enemy on multiple fronts at once.
Oh, wow. So they're getting it from all sides.
Imagine the enemy line getting hammered at the front while this devastating flanking maneuver hits them from both sides.
And so speed and surprise are a huge part of this.
It's about disrupting the enemy's formations.
Yeah.
Throwing their commanders into a panic.
Yeah.
Capitalizing on the confusion.
I see. And so it's not just about brute strength.
Yeah.
It's about using a targeted strike to really disrupt the enemy. Demoralize the enemy.
Classic art of war thinking.
Exactly. But King Wu's next problem really ups the ante.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
This is a true nightmare scenario.
Oh, no.
King Wu's forces get isolated.
No.
Communication is cut off.
Oh, boy.
They're walking into a trap.
Not good.
It's a really bad spot.
So now it's not just being outnumbered.
Right.
It's like psychological warfare.
Absolutely.
It's like trying to break their spirit before the fighting even starts.
Completely. And you can imagine how demoralizing that would be for the troops.
So what's the play here?
So Taigong, he focuses on restoring order within King Wu's forces first.
Okay.
And then striking back in a way that exploits the chaos.
Okay, I like that.
That the enemy has created.
Okay.
So he's using their tactics against them.
So how does he pull that off?
So this is where the leopard strategy comes into play.
Oh, okay. A leopard strategy.
Yes, this is what this chapter is named for.
I'm intrigued.
Picture this. Taigong tells King Wu to equip his soldiers with torches and drums.
Torches and drums.
Torches and drums.
Interesting.
He compares these to the spots on a leopard. So they're meant to confuse and disrupt the enemy.
Okay.
The enemy sees all these torches and hears all this drumming. They have no idea what's happening.
So it's about seizing back the element of surprise.
Absolutely.
I like it.
But here's the key.
Okay.
These spots are all part of a coordinated plan.
Oh, so there's method to the madness.
Exactly. Clear commands prearrange signals.
Wow.
The torches are extinguished and the drums silenced once they're in position. They maintain stealth and then regroup for a coordinated attack.
So he's using their expectation of chaos against them.
Exactly.
They think they've broken King Wu's army, but he's using it to set his own trap.
Precisely. And what makes it so effective is the synchronization.
Okay.
He makes sure that the forces inside and outside the trap are working together.
Okay.
Based on those prearranged signals.
Like a symphony of chaos.
It really is.
Yeah. That he's conducting.
Yeah. And then with the enemy completely off balance, disoriented.
Yeah.
All three of King Wu's armies strike together.
Oh, wow.
Swiftly and decisively.
So it's not just creating chaos.
No.
It's using it as a springboard for a perfectly timed and executed counterattack.
Exactly.
This leopard strategy is impressive stuff.
It is.
But what does this 3,000-year-old military tactic have to do with us today?
That is a great question and something we'll get into after a quick break.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, so we've got this leopard strategy, speed, surprise, coordinated chaos. It sounds great for ancient armies.
Sure.
But how does a 3,000-year-old battle plan apply to, say,
Right.
Negotiating a tough deal.
Yeah.
Or launching a startup.
Well, that's where it gets really fascinating.
Okay.
While the context has obviously changed, the underlying principles of the Leopard strategy remain remarkably relevant in today's world.
Okay, break it down for me.
Okay, so first, think about the emphasis on speed and decisiveness in our fast-paced world.
Yeah.
Being able to move quickly and seize opportunities is essential.
Oh, yeah.
Hesitation can be fatal.
Right.
Whether you're reacting to a competitor or launching a new product.
Yeah, I've definitely learned that lesson a few times.
Right.
So, beyond just being quick, where does that element of surprise fit in?
Well, Taigong's use of torches and drums wasn't just about creating chaos.
Right.
It was about disrupting the enemy's expectations. In today's world, that could mean coming up with an unexpected marketing campaign.
Okay.
Or a product feature that no one sees coming.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Like you're shaking things up, keeping your competitors guessing.
Keep them on their toes.
But it's not just about being unpredictable for the sake.
Yeah.
It's about turning what looks like chaos into a calculated advantage.
So how do we apply that to, say,
Right.
managing a team or tackling a complex project?
Okay.
What does coordinated chaos look like in that context?
It's about having everybody on the same page where there's clear communication and a shared purpose.
Okay.
When you have that, you can achieve incredible things.
Right.
Even when unexpected challenges pop up,
Yeah.
a well-coordinated team can adapt and respond effectively.
What about when it's just you
Right.
facing a challenge?
Yeah.
How do we tap into our inner leopard when it's not about teamwork?
That's where the psychological dimension of the Leopard strategy comes in.
Okay.
Remember, King Wu's army was on the verge of collapse,
All right.
demoralized by the enemy's tactics.
Yeah.
Taigong's approach wasn't just about defeating the enemy.
Yeah.
It was about restoring his own troops' morale,
Okay.
giving them direction and purpose.
So it's about managing our own internal chaos, staying calm and focused, even when things feel overwhelming.
Exactly. Cultivating resilience.
Yeah.
That ability to adapt and overcome.
I like it.
And remembering that even when we feel outnumbered or outmatched, we always have the power to choose how we respond.
That's a powerful thought.
It is.
I'm already starting to think about some of my own challenges and how a little leopard strategy thinking could help.
I think it's amazing how these ancient texts offer timeless wisdom.
I agree.
That we can apply to our lives in so many ways.
Totally. So if we had to distill this leopard strategy down to its essence, what are the key takeaways?
The core principles are adaptability, decisiveness, and the ability to leverage surprise and chaos to your advantage.
Okay.
But remember, it's not just about copying the tactics.
Right.
It's about embracing the mindset.
Embracing the mindset. I love that.
Yeah.
So what does that look like in practice?
It's about being proactive, anticipating challenges, and being ready to act quickly and decisively.
Got it.
It's about being comfortable with uncertainty and seeing change as an opportunity, not a threat.
It sounds like the leopard strategy is as much about inner strength and resilience
Absolutely.
as it is about external tactics.
It is about cultivating that warrior spirit,
Yeah.
that unshakable belief in your ability to overcome any obstacle.
This has been a fascinating deep dive.
It has.
Any final words of wisdom for our listeners?
Think about the challenges you face in your own life.
Okay.
Where might a leopard strategy be useful?
Yeah.
Remember, it's not just about military tactics. It's a mindset. It's about adapting, being agile, and using surprise to your advantage.
Until next time, keep those torches lit and those drums ready.
I like it.
You never know when you might need to unleash your inner leopard. So we've been talking about this leopard strategy. And like one thing that keeps coming back to me is this idea of control. Like, yeah, there's chaos.
Yeah.
But it's not just about being chaotic. It's about controlling that chaos.
Exactly. It's about being the master of that chaos.
Yeah, like Taigong is basically saying, like, chaos can be a weapon.
Right.
If you know how to wield it.
It's a tool.
Yeah.
You can use it to your advantage.
So it's not just about being unpredictable.
No.
It's about being unpredictable in a way that throws your opponent off balance.
Yes.
While still, like, moving towards your goals.
It's about creating opportunities for yourself.
Yeah.
Within that chaos.
It's almost like dancing with chaos.
I love that analogy.
Yeah, you're not like fighting against it.
Right.
You're moving with it.
Yeah.
Using its energy to like create momentum and keep your opponent guessing.
Well, you said it's a dance and it requires precision and timing.
Yeah.
The torches and drums. the sudden shift to silence, the coordinated attack.
Yeah.
It all has to flow together seamlessly.
That's where the real mastery is.
Absolutely.
It's not just about like creating the chaos.
Yeah.
It's about knowing how to control it.
Yes.
Knowing how to channel it into something productive.
Exactly. It takes discipline.
Yeah.
It takes a plan.
It's like you're not a leopard.
Right.
You're the leopard tamer.
I love that.
You're the one in control.
You're the one steering the chaos.
Not the wild animal.
Yeah, it's about mastery.
Yeah.
Mastery of yourself.
Yeah.
Mastery of the situation.
Yeah.
Mastery over your environment.
So this makes me think about how we react to chaos in our own lives.
Yeah.
Do we let it overwhelm us?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Or do we see it as an opportunity for growth?
For change.
For like transformation.
Yeah. It's about perspective.
Yeah. And I think that's what this leopard strategy is really saying.
I agree.
It's like, yeah, chaos is going to happen.
It's inevitable.
But we have a choice in how we respond to it.
We can be overwhelmed by it, or we can use it to our advantage.
So instead of fearing chaos,
yeah,
we should try to see it as a catalyst.
I like that.
Yeah, for positive change.
As a source of energy and possibility.
Man, this has been an eye-opening conversation.
It has been.
I feel like I have a whole new perspective.
That's great to hear.
On facing challenges and achieving success.
Yeah, I think there's so much wisdom in these ancient texts that we can still apply today.
Well, this has been amazing.
It has.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It's been my pleasure.
And until next time, remember to stay agile.
Yes.
Think strategically.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to unleash your inner leopard.
Unleash that inner leopard.
When the situation calls for it,